It's metal's most famous love triangle. Led Zeppelin, a groupie, and a fish?
The mud shark incident, yeah, that's the Edgewater Hotel in Seattle.
We went fishing for flack. Ouch.
The legendary incident happened in 1969 when Led Zeppelin supposedly caught a small mud shark, then decided to introduce it to a willing groupie.
We went to that Edgewater, and that's where we tried to find out about it and what was going on. Who knows if it was truly a shock.
Richard Cole, who was the tour manager for Led Zeppelin, his version of it is that he was a principal involved.
But what isn't, what should never be.
Cole claims the fish was actually a red snapper, not a shark. As with most sex tales, there are conflicting accounts. Some claim Led Zepp weren't even there.
I don't know whether it really happened. I remember hearing about it from a Frank Zappa song.
All anyone really knows is it's one of metal's craziest tales.
But you want to know whether I ever did any of these weird and wonderful things? Well, I might have done, but I can't remember it.
Since the beginning, metal stars have been putting their packages in the spotlight. Stuffed or unstuffed, they protrude proudly as beacons of metal fertility. But then a website called Metal Sludge, formed back in 1998, dared to tell the ugly truth. Objects on stage may appear larger than they actually are.
A .com that I wish I would have actually gone on to before I married David Coverdale.
The site features blunt reviews by groupies who've supposedly witnessed the jewels with their very own beer-goggled eyes.
My big 10-inch.
Not bad. I got quite a good write-up.
They said I was sweet but sexy and a little naughty or something, and you know, I was average size or something, or a little disappointing.
The first time I came in contact with Metal Sludge and I read things about me, luckily the sex part, which I really didn't write myself, was like fairly complimentary, so that part I felt good.
They mentioned Sebastian Bach being very well endowed.
I'm not going to get into that.
The site made metal history. Now before shows, groupies can see what they're about to get into.
Metal Sludge and the internet definitely changed the way bands tour nowadays. Now you ask a girl, do you have an email address? And if they say, yeah, you run the other way.
Metal dudes and gross behavior. Two great tastes that go great together. But no incident can compare to the gag fest that pitted two metal titans against each other. Ozzy and Nikki Sixx. It all went down when Motley Crue was on board for Ozzy's 1984 Bark at the Moon tour. The bands were all hanging out at the hotel pool, and ants and urine were on the menu.
It was a tour of who could outgross the next.
The Ozman triggered the showdown when he resorted to snorting some tasty creatures.
Ozzy sees a popsicle stick laying on the ground, and there's a long trail of ants going to it. And he gets down on his knees and he goes, and he snorts a huge freaking pile of ants. And we're like going, oh, dude, that dude's crazy.
That's got to be painful, especially when they start biting your nasal, you know, your nasal passages.
I don't remember that.
Nikki immediately upped the ante.
Nikki's going, all right, I'll show you. Nikki whips out his... People are like, oh my God, Margaret, get the kids, let's get out of here. He's just standing there pissing on the ground. Nikki goes to lick up his own urine. Before he can get down there, Ozzy pushes him out of the way, and Ozzy starts lapping up Nikki's urine.
The scatological showdown quickly came to a close, with both sides too wasted to continue. But Ozzy had once again proven himself the sickest metal god of them all.
It's one of the best stories I've ever heard.